Welcome back to a new video. In this workout I had heavy front squats, heavy pause front squats, followed by regular front squats, and then some pulls that also went pretty heavy. Just a lot of strength work on this particular day. Because this training originally gave me bottom up front squats, I changed them to be pause squats, pause front squats. And I've always been pretty good at pause front squats for whatever reason. I haven't done them in quite a while, but I think this 170 that I ended up doing is actually tied for my best ever. I feel like I might have done a little bit more, but I've always, like the 170 I remember doing before, it was about the same difficulty. And it's not a hyper strict, 10-second long pause and I'm bouncing around a little bit, but for training, I think it's perfectly acceptable pause. After going up to 170, I then waved back down to 143 to see if I can get up with regular front squats. I did 2 singles here at 143, and part of the reason I waved back down was because I think there was like 6 or 7 singles that were programmed, and I feel like I probably originally had doubles, but I did not want to do doubles in the front squat. Went up from 143 to 160 as you saw that first one. My feet were a little bit wider than normal, and I think that kind of threw off my bounce a little bit. This one I moved my feet a little bit and did a better rep. Tried here 172, did not work. And it's just fatigue, I suppose, at that point. Too big of a jump, but I was happy to hit that 160 for a couple singles, got some volume in. Then had some pulls here. The working sets were at 185, and of course I give into the temptation of pulling heavy almost every time, especially for clean pulls because they can just turn into deadlifts, but these were feeling good, so I didn't really feel bad about increasing the load. I forget what they originally were programmed at, but the 185 was feeling easy. So I bumped up here to 200, did a double here. These aren't really true clean pulls, I suppose, but just getting reps in. Then up to 220. Pretty decent. Not really much of a shrug, but I'm not cleaning 220 anytime soon, so don't really expect it to be flying up super fast. Then wanted to do 240 here. Basically just a deadlift at this point, but didn't move too bad. It's heaviest I've pulled in a little bit. I feel like I've done like 250 somewhat recently, but pulls are pretty easy, so I'm never really worried about the max pulling strength that I have. It's definitely more of the velocity that's important and more critical for most of my lifts, but pretty solid session. Definitely happy with how front squats went, even though I did miss that 172 on the wave back up. Definitely moving the squats in the right direction, and generally they're feeling better, which is correlating to just feeling stronger overall, which is a really positive thing. But yeah, that's it for this training session. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.